As we draw closer to the launch of Shiba Eternity, preparations are being made for a successful launch and also to ensure that the community gets the most use out of the game. To find out what this is about and also figure out whether this is a good time to buy the dip, make sure to keep watching this video. You can't afford to skip this one. Welcome back to the channel Shivam, and thank you for always sticking around. If you are new around here, you're also very welcome on this channel. I cover everything about the Shib token and the entire Shiba Inu community. So if that is something that you're interested in, consider subscribing to this channel and hitting the notification bell so that you know when I post a new video. Now let's get into this particular video to start with. Leading up to the launch of Shibarium, Bowen is experiencing some price pumps, recently spiking by 20%. The Layer 2 platform is supposed to be launched for public beta testing sometime this month, which should lead to an actual launch before the end of this year. As a result, a lot of people have been scrambling for the tokens, which means that there has been an increase in buying pressure leading to a spike in the price of the token. This increase in buying pressure is coming days after the mining of Bowen was capped at 230 million, and this was done so that the remaining 20 million Bowen tokens would be kept for the validators and developers. On Shibarium, what this means is that there are no new Bowen tokens entering into the market, so we can expect the price to go even higher as more people try to grab what's left of the Bowen supply to give them an early entry position into Shibarium before it is launched. Bowen is going to be the official token of Shibarium. So anybody who wants to do or build anything on that platform has to gather as many Bowen tokens as they can, especially considering that the more Bowen you have, the more opportunities you have in Shibarium. So yeah, people have been scrambling for the token and its price has been shooting up so high that it has even nearly doubled some people's portfolio. Now that we've seen what Shibarium is doing for the price of Bowen, let's find out whether Shiba Eternity can do the same for Shib. First off, the test version of the game is currently available in two countries, Vietnam and Australia, and both countries gave the game a very warm welcome, with basically everyone that tested the game testifying that they loved it. But that's not what we are driving at. Both times when the test version was launched, the price of Shib saw a small spike in its price, enough to give holders hope that a full launch around the world would send the price of the token skyrocketing. Now, we haven't been told what Shib's function in a game would be, but Satoshi did mention that Shiba Eternity would feature a Shib burn mechanism, and this mechanism could be responsible for spiking the price of Shibs. According to what Shigeru, Shiba Inu will likely see a rise in price after the launch of its game. The exact price ultimately depends on two factors: the price of the coin at worldwide launch and when the game officially releases. The official release date for Shiba Eternity has yet to be revealed, so it's hard to predict an exact price for the Shiba Inu coin. However, if the game were to launch tomorrow, millions of Shib will likely be burned, bringing the price of the token up quickly. The implication here is that Shib is currently at a favorable price to skyrocket. So a Shiba Eternity launch right now would be really favorable. However, we know that the game is not going to be launched right now. The official announcement is yet to be made. Hopefully, though, when the game actually launches, Shib would be primed for a price explosion from all the burns that will happen. I've not forgotten what I said at the beginning of this video, so keep watching the video to find out whether this is a good time to buy the dip or not. But before we get to that, I want to be sure that we are all aware that Shiba Eternity is available on iOS in both Vietnam and Australia. However, only the mobile version was released anyway. At this point, if you're in either of those countries and you use an iOS mobile, you have probably already checked the game out. If you haven't, you really should. The dev team would be excited about feedback from you. Now, according to what Shigeru, Shiba Inu has seen a rise in price over the past 2 months due to the hype. It's unknown if users will have to pay to play the game as other cryptos like NFT-based games do. Most likely you'll need a crypto wallet and starting investment in Shib or to play the game, similar to Axie Infinity. Talking about how we can get the most out of Shiba Eternity, Satoshi has shared some details about how Shib can be burned with profits from the game. But before we get into that, this channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 Shib for a chance to participate in the giveaway. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment below. Has she been you? Good luck, Satoshi recently mentioned on Discord that 5% of the profits that will be gotten from the Shiba Eternity game will be burned. He didn't exactly talk about how frequently these burns will happen, but it makes sense to think that it will happen monthly. The very least, waiting a whole year to burn tokens just doesn't make sense. Now, I know that there are some that are wondering why 5% that is. That 5% is too low to be allocated to Shib burns. Well, you are not alone. When Satoshi made the announcement on Discord, a number of Shib holders expressed their dissatisfaction with the percentage. Satoshi responded, saying something along the lines of this percentage being higher than what other crypto games offer. Basically, he told them to compare Shiba Eternity to similar games like Hearthstone and then do the math for the remaining profit. Satoshi refrained from talking about how that will be used. According to him, I'm being extra careful until I have a perfect explanation of what happens outside the burn. So it looks like the plans are not yet concrete and Satoshi doesn't want to jump the gun by giving information now. What we do know, though, is that aside from the burn, there are other ways that the game will be beneficial to the Shiba Inu community, one of which is that lots of tournaments will be organized with prizes attached to each. The dev team is still trying to determine whether these tournaments will be held in person or on the app, but right now they are looking for additional sponsors. So if you're willing to or know someone that would be willing to consider reaching out to the dev team. All that said, there is still no official date for the launch of the game, but Satoshi has said that it will be out soon and both he and William Vogt would be hosting a Twitter Spaces where they would be answering questions on the game and probably giving some updates too. Finally, with all that has been said so far, it is time to figure out whether this is the time to buy the dip. Now, I know that this is not what you want to hear, but it is difficult to say for sure whether or not this is a good time to be buying the dip. And that is because the crypto market is highly volatile, especially during this period. However, what you should know is that volatility is better than stagnancy. Volatility shows that there is activity within the market, which is actually a good thing with volatility. There are lows obviously, but there are also highs, which is how people earn their profit. But with stagnancy nothing is moving. And while no money might be lost, no money is being made either. So there's that. In addition to that, if you've been watching this video from the beginning, you know that a lot of work is being put into the Shiba Inu ecosystem to make it as profitable as possible. At least 2 of them might be launched before the end of the year, which might be enough to push the price of Shib. That said, whether you buy the dip huddle or sell, make sure that it is your decision based on careful research. After all, this is your money that we are talking about here. And if you decide to buy, consider buying on Fair Desk. Transactions are seamless and they offer freebies, including a 4% bonus on your first 3-day transactions. So consider checking it out. With that, we come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like this video. And don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there.